Liverpool will look to win a record-breaking 21st League title next year. To do so, the club will need to find ways to improve, including moving on players who aren't good enough and bringing in players who can take the Reds to the next level. In today's video, we have some huge Liverpool transfer news as a key player's future is considered uncertain after the latest reveal. We will look into this in today's video whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool are champions again. To mark this historic 20th League title, we've just launched our exclusive Champions collection of t-shirts. Celebrate in style and show your pride with official gear made for real Reds. Head over to copiclothing.com or just click the link in the description and grab yours while stocks last. But first, Mohamed Salah is a classy person as well as a world-class footballer, as outlined by his response to Liverpool exiting the Champions League earlier this season. The Reds have secured the 2024-25 Premier League title, but Champions League glory evaded them. Arne Slot's side exited the competition at the hands of Paris Saint-Germain back in March, with the League One giants now in the final against Inter Milan. Salah was heartbroken after the defeat to PSG at Anfield, but speaking to L'Equipe, he showed his sporting side, also admitting the game came at a bad time for the Reds. "It was their day and I shook the hands of the players afterwards," Salah said. "Congratulations, go win it." And that's it. We were very fit all season, and in March alone, we have a slight soft shot. And we're meeting the best team in Europe at this time. They had a rise in power, and we reached the same point. Then there was the League Cup game, the final against Newcastle. You lose in the Champions League, you approach the League Cup game by saying bad timing. In hindsight, Liverpool's loss to PSG came at a time when Slot's side were toiling, following a relentless spell of fixtures. They had just come off the back 8 fixtures in the month of February, and it was clear that minds and bodies weren't at their sharpest. That said, PSG were worthy victors over the 2 legs, as Salah admits, and they would be deserved Champions League winners this season. Luis Enrique's side beat Arsenal in the semi-finals on Wednesday evening, leaving Liverpool's rivals trophy-less for a 5th successive season. Thankfully for the Reds, they had the Premier League title to fall back on, unlike the Gunners, who are preparing to head to Anfield on Sunday afternoon. A guard of honour awaits for the champions, which has the potential to go down really well with Mikel Arteta, his players and the travelling supporters. Now in some huge Liverpool news, Andy Robertson's time at Anfield could be approaching a crossroads. That's the stark message from former Liverpool defender Glenn Johnson, who believes the Scotland international must rediscover his top form, or risk being shown the door. Speaking to the media, Johnson described the upcoming 2025/26 season as a big year for the veteran left-back, who turns 32 in March. His warning comes amid growing unease among Liverpool fans, many of whom have voiced frustration over Robertson's dip in performance and called for the long-serving star to step aside following a string of costly errors. Despite his struggles, Robertson still featured prominently this season, clocking 31 Premier League appearances. However, boss Arne Slot has frequently rotated him with deputy Tsimikas, suggesting that trust in the once undroppable fullback may be waning. Adding to the uncertainty is Liverpool's reported interest in Milos Kerkez, the rising star from Bournemouth. After 2 standout seasons at the Vitality Stadium, the Hungarian left-back is firmly on the Reds' radar. At just 21 years old, Kerkez has already impressed clubs across Europe with his energy, defensive tenacity, and attacking flair, registering 8 goal contributions in his 2 Premier League campaigns. Sources say Robertson's future is up in the air, particularly with Kerkez seen as a long-term solution in the position. A potential move would also reunite Kerkez with fellow Hungarian Dominik Szoboszlai, adding further weight to the speculation. Still, Johnson isn't ready to close the book on Robertson's Liverpool career just yet. In his interview, he acknowledged the left-back's recent dip, but suggested there's still a window for redemption. "I'd be surprised if he leaves this summer. I don't think he will," said Johnson. "But next season will be a big year for him because he's only getting older. If his performances continue to tail off, he'll have to move on, but I think he's still got a lot to give." Robertson joined Liverpool from Hull City in 2017 and quickly became one of the Premier League's elite fullbacks. Over the past 7 seasons, he's racked up 340 appearances, claimed 2 Premier League titles, lifted the Champions League, and provided a remarkable 66 assists from the left flank. With longtime partner Trent Alexander-Arnold now confirmed to be departing Anfield, Robertson's future feels increasingly uncertain. He may not be leaving just yet, but the pressure is on. One more season to prove he's still the force he once was. One more chance to silence the critics. In other news, the future of soon-to-be Liverpool goalkeeper Jurgen Mamardashvili has been clarified, with rumours of him being on loan dismissed by a Merseyside reporter. Last summer, Liverpool announced they had secured a deal for Mamardashvili that would allow him to remain at Valencia for another season. The statement's official wording was, "Liverpool have reached an agreement for the transfer of Jurgen Mamardashvili." The exact details of the move were vague though, as fans wondered whether he had officially signed for the Reds yet, or would actually be on Valencia's books until the summer of 2025. This would constitute something of a quasi-loan to Valencia. In a strange report from early April, Spanish outlet Cadena SER then reported that he could stay at the Mestalla for another year. This has been dismissed by the Mail's Lewis Steele, who has clarified the situation. He wrote, "Mamardashvili was not officially on loan at Valencia, who are 12th in La Liga, having lost just 1 of their last 12 games, but there was an agreement in place for him to sign this summer." The fee of £25 million plus £4 million in add-ons tempted Liverpool last year and prompted them to secure his services for the future. Steele added that Mamardashvili will count as a signing for this summer in terms of finances. There are no worries in terms of profit and sustainability rules, but the fee will be part of this summer's finances when doing the calculations. This would suggest the deal is somewhat similar to the one Liverpool made in 2017, when the Reds agreed to sign Naby Keita from RB Leipzig the following summer instead of taking him immediately. Mamardashvili is considered one of the best goalkeeping prospects in Europe. At 24 years old, he has already excelled for Georgia at Euro 2024 and played 130 times for Valencia. Whether his track record will be enough to displace Alisson, however, is another matter. Liverpool's current number 1 has 1 year left on his contract, but there exists the option to automatically extend for another subsequent season. Meanwhile, Kelleher's deal runs out in 2026, but he is likely to leave in the transfer window should Liverpool receive an appropriate fee, something that didn't arrive last summer. Viteslav Jaros is another promising goalkeeper, but he would likely remain third choice behind Mamardashvili, despite making his first start for the Reds against Brighton in October. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.